Hello and welcome. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a Star Trek Borg noise audio effect in FL Studio, which is this program here. Now I'm not going to go into how to use the program. All I'm going to be showing you is how to create the voice within the program. So you know what button to press, etc. But I might do a like an introduction to the actual program if people want to hear an introduction. It's a pretty simple program to use actually, and okay, now let's get cracking. Now because I'm recording this actual tutorial, and as I'm already using the microphone for my recording, for recording the tutorial, I cannot use any recording in FL Studio because of only one sound card. But yeah, so that's why before clicking record, I recorded a little message, which is here, of its standard. Then I'll go about applying the actual effect on the actual audio setting. Okay, so this is what I came up with to say first.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Okay, I just recorded me saying we are the Borg, resistance is futile. Normally, as best I can, because I sometimes just like to do an impersonation of the Borg. I'll say it, but I'm not going to say it. So I'm going to take this audio clip of me saying
We are the Borg.
resistance is futile, etc. And we're going to turn it into a finishing product which will sound like this. Okay, so first of all, I've accidentally closed one of the windows, so I'm just going to view the mixer, or F9, which comes up with like main mixer, like to mix effects and everything into your that one. That's the recording. So this one here, the sort of purple colour, is the recording, and this one is just a bit of background ambience sort of thing to add that bit of realism to the actual audio, which just check those. Okay, so now it's always good when you're recording your audio using either the inbuilt audio editor or straight into playlist as an audio clip that you double click on the audio first, then it'll bring up the properties. Now normalizing it is always good because then it'll give you
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
makes it more normal. Okay, so what you need to do is right on the top here in the top left hand corner of this window here, which is the properties, click it and click assign free mixer track, or Control and L. Now what that means is separate it into the main mixer, so only the effect goes onto this audio clip. So if you're saying, if you like recording a conversation, one's Borg and one's like a Starfleet captain, for example, and you got two different people talking, so you record one, track one would be your Borg drone, track two be the captain. So when they're talking, you don't want the captain to sound like a Borg drone as well. So in this case, assigning each track into a frame on the mixer makes it a whole lot better when you come to editing and combining all together. Because you don't want everything to sound like a Borg voice on this. It'll just look like Borg TV. It's like you don't go into a Borg cube and see the Borg watching TV. It's like you don't have a Borg newsreader, do you? No. Which that's a bit of digression there. But let's carry on. Let's just I've opened too many tracks on here. But basically, these are the two main ones that we've got there. So let's start off by making sure that it's selected. Just make sure you got it selected in the actual. That's just the ambient noise. That's just the name. Let's call this Borg voice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it, because I didn't assign it earlier. Basically, because I had a previous recording on there earlier. So just bring that to there. So you got Borg voice, the ambient. So I was having the Borg voice selected. Go down to the arrow here, select, and it will be vocodex you'll be after. Okay. Now this is the main effect from vocodex. It's the basic. One of the basic plugins that you get with FL Studio. Now, as you see, it's got vocodex and it's been applied to the Borg voice, which is this, and that's what we want. And we can select anything we want here, so we can go like robots,
vocodex,
or PWM, and it's just like your
Resistance is futile.
it changes it, or you can go robots.
vocodex,
All the Borg resistance is futile.
Yeah, so, but what we need is a preset that is already on here, which has basically the baseline standards of a Borg voice, in my opinion. Okay, so go down to preset, got your default, which would be when you apply the actual effect. The Borg is just my saved preset, so I don't have to go through the whole editing process again and do it all manually. I just got my preset there. Basically, all you need is immediate, and go down to group.
vocodex, vocodex,
And this is what it would sound like.
all the Borg resistance is futile.
Now, I admit that's not Borg, but we haven't finished it. Okay. Now, at the bottom, you have got a keypad, or keyboard, and it's currently set in this setting, which is what it would sound like.
Vocodex,
But you can select loads of different ones, just random.
vocodex, vocodex, vocodex,
Just like,
vocodex, vocodex,
and
vocodex,
let's just get rid of these screens. Basically, just hit that.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff
If
here.
you left click, you can select multiple, but if
Loads
you
of
right click,
allocates.
you can just select one at a
Okay.
time. So
This
that's
should
what
do
we
it.
need, one at a time. Okay, the setting that we need is 4 on the right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this one here. Right click, and it will sound something like this.
resistance is futile.
Now that's Borg on high helium. Brunch. No, it's not really. It's just one of the other main, because we haven't finished it. Okay. All we need now to do, really, is where it's got super saw, which is the type of effect, what we need is growling.
Vocodex, vocodex, vocodex,
So let's give this a play. Bingo! There we go. We've got a Borg voice. So, just play it again. Okay, that's it, pretty much it. And I got this little extra video clip, which is this ambient noise. And it has been affected by the effect, because we've separated them. Okay, now let's put them both together, and we should... So I take this. There we go. And what you can do is customize it any way you want. Make it as unique to yourself, because you might want it to sound something different than a Borg. You might not want it to be exactly like from the show. I admit it's not perfect as recreated on the show, but it's close and it does the job, because I like it like that because it's unique. You can mess around with the settings, change. I don't change these because from that group, it's like set it to a group. Now, what you can do is, if you save preset as, you bring up the codecs, sort of like presets. Now, I've already saved it as Borg VST, which you can save it as whatever. Borg Tea Party VST. Completely up to you. But even though we've got the product, it doesn't sound... We need to have one little effect extra, which it's optional, but I like to add it. Okay, so all you need to do is still select under vocodecs, hit the arrow from 2, and select Fruity Reverb 2. And you'll come up with this little reverb effect sort of box applied. And the difference mainly is this. It just makes it sound like it's in a big space. Like a Borg cube, Borg sphere, or Borg probe, or Tesco's, Walmart. You never know. And added to your ambience track, you get this. It just sounds better, in my opinion. And what I advise is, when you got dead gaps on your audio track, don't delete them. Just have all the dead gaps showing, okay? And because the effect alters those dead gaps, as you could probably hear at the beginning, it's like that little bit of interference. But it just adds to the effect, basically. It just makes it look cool. Okay, so that's it. And you don't really need to save it as a preset on here. You can if you want, but the preset I use is just the default preset. That's it. Does the job for me, but on here you can hit save preset as and save the preset. So all you need to do is hit preset and select your option. Yeah. So okay, so hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's been useful, and tune in to the next tutorial, which will include another alien race, but not using FL Studio. Yeah, I like using another program for that one. Okay, this is Thomas, signing off. Goodbye.